All right, Kenman here, and today's unboxing is an exciting one for me, hopefully for you as well. This one was out of stock for a while, and then it finally came back into stock, and I jumped on it, ordered it, got one, excited to have it. Let's get into it. Before we start, I'm not sponsored. I purchased this at retail price. I do these videos because I love discussing knives and sharing info and ideas with others. Ooh, there's something else in there. If you have any questions or thoughts, please feel free to comment down below. All right. Yep, this one was out of stock. Like I said, and I kind of watched out. I'm always looking for things, and I noticed that, boom, it popped back into stock. And I was like, okay, I was going to get it the last time, and I was kind of, man, my pyrite is dull. Trying not to cut. There's like a secondary. Where was I? Yeah, I was kind of hesitant on ordering it the first time. And so then I said, oh, yeah, you know what? I'm going to order it. And then when I went to order it, it was out of stock. I was like, oh, should have grabbed it when it was on that sale. What are we getting at? Ooh, it is a Kansept. And box number 2. Bag on the floor. All right, what is this? So let's open this first and find out what we've got in the little mini box. Oh, it's a keychain. Like a shark keychain. Got a little eyeball on that side. There's the little Kansept logo right there on the tail. That's cool. And now that I think about it, I remember they did say something about like purchases over a certain amount, throw in a little extra. That's always cool. Okay, let's get to it. What knife did I order from Kansept? I do have an affiliate link for Kansept and their new budget line, Tenable. If you are interested in either of those, I have a link for both of them down in the description. Plastic on the floor. If you use those links and make a purchase, I get a little kickback to the channel. It helps me out. I appreciate it. But yeah, we're looking at a Kansept today. Like I said, their new budget line is called Tenable, and they have a few models out and some more stuff coming in the future. Really cool looking things happening with the Kansept company. What is this one today? Boom. All right, we've got the insert card. You get a nice cloth. And then their info. Got your warranty. What will Kansept do? Knife care and use. All right. Let's get into it. Which one did I get? Boom. Quite excited for this one. Like I said, I was ready to get it, and then it went out of stock, and that was probably a month, maybe a month or two ago. So I've been kind of sitting back, and you look at other things, you kind of stop thinking about it, and then all of a sudden it's available again, and boom. So they come with this nice little sleeve. That's a nice little pouch. And there it is. Anybody recognize? Uh-huh. Wow, okay. Okay, there's a texture on the titanium. I'll zoom in. We'll get some looks at that in a second. Mini bag on the floor. Okay, kids, what do we have today? You notice anything about this one? Eh? Whoa, tight. I just missed. Got my thumb in there. There it is. This is the Kansept Warrior. And if you notice, it is lefty. Complete left-handed version. I have a couple knives in my collection that are lefty. Wow, it's a little stiff. Break it in here. Boom. So it is like, I guess it's what do they call this? It's like not really a frame lock or a liner lock. It's kind of more of a bolster lock, I guess. It would be considered kind of a frame lock, except for it does have this piece of micarta that goes over the top of it on the end. So instead of just being a full like frame lock, it's kind of half exposed. All right. So can I flick it out? Yes, I can. Hell yeah. Lefties. There are not too many companies out there that make full left-handed versions of knives. So I've kind of got my hand on the pulse, checking in, seeing where they are, what's available, what I like. I do like the design and the style of this. The feel is nice. Happy already. That lock is a little stiff, I'm noticing at first, but again, just getting used to it. And also, I'm used to 99% of my knives that have liner locks or frame locks are righties. So I'm reaching across with my thumb this way, not this way. So it's kind of a, even though I do have another knife, we will look at it. It's kind of not standard for me to do it, so I'm not as used to it. Wow, that flick out is nice. Okay, the Warrior. What are we looking at here? The blade is a CPM S35 VN. Got an interesting shape. I don't know what would you call that? Because it's almost like... comment below, what do you call this shape of blade? I don't have it, and I didn't write down what they called it on their page. So it says Warrior right there. So you got the blade, the name of the knife on it right there. Got a little serial number type thing, and then right there it says S35 VN, and that's the Kansept logo. Other than that, clean all the way around. We have the handle is two parts, kind of a, you've got your titanium, and then you have the micarta kind of overlays on the green micarta. You can kind of see where they sit on this back section, but this part is titanium. I'm going to zoom in close here. This titanium is textured. I don't know what they call this particular texture. It's kind of like that eggshell, kind of a bumpy, you can feel it. Actually did not know that it was like that, but I'm pretty happy about it. I think it looks cool, and the stonewashed kind of finish on the blade kind of matches it. Excuse me. Wow. Okay. Here we are. What else? What else? So it is that, like I said, it's almost a bolster lock, half frame lock, partially exposed liner lock. I don't know. Comment below if you have a better answer for that one there, but you can see that it's just this part right here. So it can flick it out pretty easy. Drop shut nice. Thumbs out pretty good. Those are your only, there you can see it kind of sticks just a little bit. If I flick it out really hard, it kind of takes a little bit more. I can go like this and drop it to my thumb, which I'm not used to that, because as like most of them, you go like this, and then it swings around, and it can catch you. See this nick on this thumb right here? That's from doing that with a different knife that's a righty, and you don't have that ability to stop it like that. Ooh, I dig it. As a lefty, happy joy today. Who has a Warrior? What do you guys think about the shape, the design, the style of this? Okay, let's get to the nitty gritty here. Blade is centered very nicely. Look at that. You can see right through the whole thing. Nice and centered. Flicks out good. Very solid. All the way around. That's great. The jimps, it's like they don't cut, they don't go all the way across. You can see right there, they don't go across. They're just kind of grooves cut into the edges. There is no real choke up spot. There's a little kind of sharpening choil right there, but you're kind of stuck in this area. Right? I guess you could kind of choke up on that area right there a little bit on this flat. But those jimps, as you can see, not a lot of them. I could use a few more out there. Longer knife. That point's nice. But they do feel good when you just kind of grab it like that. They're kind of more subtle because they don't go all the way across the back of the spine. But they do feel okay. I am not mad about it. What do we think about these unboxing videos? Hit that like button if you enjoy. Subscribe if you would like to see more. Ooh, it's got a nice drop shot action. It's okay, there we go. It's thin. It's got kind of a slim, kind of sleek look. It's got this little scoop that your fingers fit in there nice. Oh, and it's designed specifically for the lefties. Oh, feels great. All right, let's check the detent here. Pulls it in right at the end there. Boom. And then it has enough that when you go put your thumb on there, just get enough pressure behind it and it fires out pretty good. And then, like I said, that Spidey flick is pretty effortless. This is great. And it doesn't feel like it's hard to get it to only stop. I'm putting pressure on it. It has enough on that detent that it does like to fire out nice. Oof, oof. Happiness. Excellent stuff. You could tell that this one is one I've been wanting for a while. That edge on that blade is interesting. Ooh, it's got kind of a almost, notice right when my hand is here, you can almost see kind of a mirror finish on that sharpened edge. That is neat. Okay, let's show side it that way. Look at that big lanyard hole. For those of you that got some Edyards, want to put some of those on there, tie a string on it. That feels weird. I always have them facing this way. We are looking at about almost exactly 8 inches top to bottom. The blade wants to be 3.5, not quite. If you were to measure out to here, up there, you could say it's 3.5 all day. It does have a 3.5 inch cutting surface with that little curve, kind of almost like a Tonto, because it's kind of straight and then a little curve and then kind of straight again. Handle 4.5, basically. This is a good mid to close to full size kind of knife, I would say. Most of them, blade thickness is going to be around 11, 12. Wow. What? It is thick. 15? See, like a standard, like the pyrite here. Look at the pyrite. Boom. 10. 9 almost. That's crazy. We'll get that pyrite out again here in a second. But look at the thickness on the blade up there. Wow. 15. And it carries all the way out to there before it starts to taper off. It gets all the way to this cut here, and it's still that full 15 thickness. That is crazy. How about that? Flat grind on there. Thin, probably less than 1/2 inch, about 1/2 inch. Most of them generally can be somewhere around 1/2 inch. It's got a nice contour to it. Not a really heavy contour, but just subtle enough that it feels good in the hand. I apologize. I'm kind of just soaking this one in. I'm enjoying myself here today. Okay. So I compare everything with the pyrite. Like I said, the pyrite is a very standard, not quite full size, that is common and comparable to many other knives in that category, so most people can get a good size reference from it. Pyrite is a great little button lock knife from CJRB. They make a lot of different versions and models. Check one of them out. I do have an affiliate link down below for CJRB as well. Looks like maybe a 1/4 inch on the front, 1/4 inch on the back there. So the Warrior is just a little bit bigger than the Pyrite. The other lefty that I have also happens to be from Kansept. This is the Kansept Fenrir. And as you can see, it has the lock. This is definitely more of a liner lock since it's hidden under this piece of, what's that? Carbon fiber. I can't remember the term of it, but whatever, the crushed carbon fiber or whatever. This Fenrir is great. Oh, goodness, what am I doing to myself today? It's got a fun action to it, really cool shape, and another lefty. These are both kind of more premium knives. They retail in that 170 to 200 range. I think both of them are about 175 or 180. This one also has the titanium. Shredded carbon fiber. That's what it is. Sorry, I couldn't remember that. But lefty knives are cool if you are a lefty, and Kansept is definitely a company that you could go with if it's something that you're looking for. These two are almost the same size. Handle's about the same. Blade's about the same length. This one has that forward choil that feels really great for choking up on. So the blade is a little bit shorter, but it is super cool. If you're looking for something in the budget range that has this similar kind of a style, no thumb studs on it, but the Migron Parasum has a very similar kind of a look, similar size to it. This one I actually did the die project for. Check it out up there. This is what it looked like before. Bing, bing. But yeah, a lot of customizations and stuff on the channel. If you're looking for a budget, try out that Migron. But yeah, Kansept Warrior. Kansept does some cool lefty stuff. Use my affiliate link down in the description if you're interested in picking one up. Check this bad boy out. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.